Now, let's make the Highland cattle's horns. The red coffee and dark brown Highland cattle horns use off-white yarn. The off-white Highland cattle horns use dark brown yarn. Next, we will demonstrate crocheting one horn of the off-white Highland cattle. The horns are made by starting with a magic ring. Now, let's get started. Take out the yarn in the matching color. Begin by making a magic ring. Crochet a chain stitch to secure the magic ring. In the first round, crochet 4 single crochet into the magic ring. The first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, for single crochet are done. Viewed from the side, you can see 4 V shapes. Pull the yarn tail to tighten the magic ring. There should be no gap in the center after tightening. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The first round is completed. In the second round, crochet 1 chain stitch first. Crochet an increase stitch. First, make 1 single crochet. Remove the stitch marker. Mark the first stitch. In the same stitch, crochet another single crochet. Crochet 3 single crochet. The first one, the second one, the third one, three single crochet are completed. There are 5 stitches in total. Finally, make 1 slip stitch. The second round is completed. Here, you can see the back side of the fabric is facing us. We need to flip the fabric. make the front side face us. The yarn tail should be on the back of the fabric. In the third round, crochet 1 chain stitch first. Crochet 5 single crochet, the first one. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second one. The third one. The fourth. The fifth. Five single crochet are finished. Please count to make sure there are 5 stitches in total. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The third round is finished. Crochet 1 chain stitch for the fourth round. Crochet an increase stitch. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. Crochet for single crochet, the first one. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. Please count to make sure there are 6 stitches in total. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The fourth round is completed. Crochet 1 chain stitch for the fifth round. Crochet 6 single crochet, the first one. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second one. The third one. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. 6 single crochet are finished. Please count to make sure there are 6 stitches in total. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The 5th round is completed. Crochet 1 chain stitch for the 6th round. Crochet an increase stitch. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch, then make 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. Crochet 5 single crochet. The first one. The second one. The third one. The fourth. The fifth one. Please count carefully, there are a total of 7 stitches. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The 6th round is completed. In the 7th round, crochet 1 chain stitch first. Then crochet 7 single crochet. The first one. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one. The seventh one. Seven single crochet are completed. Please count carefully, there are a total of 7 stitches. Crochet 1 slip stitch. Round 7 is completed. In the 8th round, crochet 1 chain stitch first. Crochet an increase stitch. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch, then make 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. Crochet 6 single crochet. The first one. The second one. The third one. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. Please count carefully, there are a total of 8 stitches. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The 8th round is completed. Leave an 8-inch yarn tail for sewing and then cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail out. Remove the stitch marker. Cut off the excess yarn tail. One horn is finished. Please crochet the other horns the same way. Now, start crocheting the Highland cattle's hair. The Red Coffee Highland cattle uses red coffee yarn. The dark brown Highland cattle uses dark brown yarn. The off-white Highland cattle uses off-white yarn. For the hair, start with chain stitches. Now, let's begin crocheting. Take out the yarn in the corresponding color. First, make a slip knot. Hold the yarn tail with your right hand. Place the yarn in the palm of your left hand. Wrap the yarn around your left ring finger, middle finger and index finger. Pinch the yarn crossing point with your thumb. Take the loop off your fingers. Then pass your right thumb and index finger from the right side to the left side of the loop. Hold the working yarn with your right hand. Hold the yarn tail with your left hand and pull the yarn. This is how you make a slip knot. Pull the working yarn to adjust the size of the loop. Take out the crochet hook. Insert the hook into the loop. Adjust the size of the loop. Leave some space between the crochet hook and the slip knot. The loop should be able to move freely on the crochet hook. Hold the yarn on hand. Pinch the slip knot with your thumb and middle finger. The yarn tail should be positioned below the crochet hook. Crochet 17 chain stitches first. Yarn over the hook. Pull the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. The first chain stitch is completed. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. You can crochet while moving your left hand upward. This helps prevent the chain from twisting or deforming. The fifth one. The sixth one. The seventh one. The eighth one. The ninth one. The 10th one. The 11th one. The 12th one. The 13th one. the 14th one, the 15th one, the 16th one, the 17th one. 17 chain stitches are completed. From the side view, there are 17 V-shapes. Then turn, skip one chain stitch and start crocheting from the second to last back bump. We need to flip the chain to the back side of the V-shapes. This side has many small horizontal strands. These strands are the back bumps. Start counting from the side near the crochet hook. 1, 2. We start crocheting from the second back bump. Insert the crochet hook through the back bump. We need to make 11 slip stitches. Yarn over the hook. Pull the yarn through the first loop on the hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. The first slip stitch is completed. Take out the stitch marker and mark the first slip stitch. The second one, insert the hook into the next back bump. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the first loop on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. The second slip stitch is completed. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one. The seventh one. The eighth one. The ninth one. The 10th one. The 11th one. Crochet 11 chain stitches, then turn. Skip one chain stitch and crochet 10 slip stitches through the back bumps. Then make one slip stitch in the next stitch. All these make one sequence. Repeat this sequence 5 times. For the first sequence, start by crocheting 11 chain stitches. The first, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one, the eighth one, the ninth one, the 10th one, the 11th one. Turn, skip one chain and crochet from the second to last back bumps. Start crocheting from this back bump. Make 10 slip stitches. The first one, The second one. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one. The seventh one. The eighth one. The ninth one. The 10th one. All 10 slip stitches are completed. Crochet 1 slip stitch in the next stitch. Note that we need to make slip stitch into the chain. The first sequence is done. For the remaining 4 sequences, you can crochet them using the same method. All 5 sequences are done. We crocheted a total of 6 strands of hair. Leave a 12-inch yarn tail for sewing. Cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail out. Remove the stitch marker. The hair is now finished. Now, let's start sewing all parts. Take out the muzzle. Thread the yarn tail onto a longer sewing needle. Sew the muzzle onto the center front of the body, from rounds 15 to 18. The eyes are placed between rounds 18 and 19. We check the positions based on the eyes. Sew the muzzle onto this spot. We can first secure it with a stitch marker. Round 18, 17, 16, 15. We sew the muzzle on each rounds. Secure the other side with a stitch marker as well. Begin sewing along the outline. After sewing one round, weave the excess yarn ends several times inside the fabric. cut off the excess yarn tail. The muzzle is now completely sewn on. Now sew the arms. Sew 2 arms to either side of the body on rounds 15 to 16. Fix them downward, 4 stitches away from the muzzle, spanning 3 stitches. The bottom round of the muzzle is round 15. Above that is round 16. You need to sew between these 2 rounds. The arm is positioned 4 stitches away from the muzzle. This is exactly the spot. Span 3 stitches. Sew the arm between rounds 15 and 16. Then secure it downward by spanning 3 rounds. Place the arm in the correct position. Insert the needle from the same spot. Then pull it out from the back side. One arm is sewn on. Sew the other arm on the other side using the same method. Both arms are sewn on. Pull the yarn out through the same stitch. Tie a knot with 2 yarn tails. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Pinch and tuck the yarn end into the fabric. Now both arms are sewn on. Next, sew the horns. Take out half of a pipe cleaner and 1 horn. Fold the pipe cleaner in half and insert it into the horn. Thread the yarn tail onto the sewing needle. Sew 2 horns to either side of the body on rounds 22 to 23. Make sure they are symmetrical on both sides. First, find rounds 22 and 23. This is round 19. These are the 2 rounds. Use a stitch marker to mark the other side as well. Check to see if the positions are symmetrical. Adjust the positions if needed. Then start sewing. Insert the pipe cleaner into the middle between rounds 22 and 23. This part is hard to insert into. You can use a sewing needle to help. Begin sewing. Pull the needle out from the back. One horn is sewed on. Please sew the other horn the same way. The other horn is sewn on. Pull the needle out from the same place at the back. Tie the two yarn tails together. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Pinch to tuck the yarn end inside the fabric. Pinch the pipe cleaner inside the fabric. Bend the horn downward. Twist to shape the horn. Repeat the same on the other side. The Highland cattle's horns are now fully sewn on. Now let's sew on the ears. Sew the ears onto both sides of the body on round 20. Make sure they are symmetrical. Round 20 is the round just below the horns. We should insert the needle here. Begin sewing. Pull the yarn out from the back. Thread the brown yarn tail onto the sewing needle. Insert the needle under round 20. Pull out from the same spot on the back. Tie the two yarn tails together into a knot. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Pinch and tuck the yarn end into the fabric. One ear is sewn on. Sew the other ear using the same method on your own. Two ears are sewn on. Now, let's start sewing the hair. Sew the hair onto the body between the two horns on round 24. First, find round 24. That is the last round. Insert the needle between the two horns. Start from the right horn. Begin sewing. After sewing is completed, secure the hair between rounds 21 and 22. The horns are on rounds 22 and 23. This is round 22. This is round 21. We need to secure the hair between these two rounds. You can first shape the hair as you like before securing it. The first hair strand is fixed. After securing all the hair strands, pull the yarn out from the back. Thread this yarn tail onto the sewing needle. Pull it out from the same spot. Tie the two yarn tails together. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Hide the yarn end inside the fabric. Adjust the hair. The hair is now fully secured. Next, let's embroider the nose. Cut an 8-inch length of black yarn. One yarn strand is made up of 4 thinner strands. We will separate 2 of those strands. Thread the yarn onto a shorter sewing needle. Insert the needle from the back. Pull it out through any spot on the front. Leave a length of yarn tail on the back. Embroider the nose on the first round of the muzzle. These 2 positions. Insert through the corresponding spot. Vertically downward. Find the corresponding spot and insert the needle. Repeat the same on the other side. Vertically downward. Pull the yarn out from the same spot at the back. Adjust the shape of the nose. The nose is completed. Tie a knot with the extra yarn tails. Cut off the extra yarn tails. Pinch and hide the yarn end into the fabric. The off-white Highland cattle is now completed. Please make the other Highland cattle in the same way on your own.